Have you ever wondered what fuels the fire within underdogs, pushing them to defy the odds and prove their doubters wrong? This burning hunger is often ignited by doubt. Doubt can be a heavy shackle, but it can also be the propelling force that leads to growth and immense satisfaction. When harnessed and overcome, it becomes a powerful catalyst for success. Today, you'll hear stories of courageous individuals who faced the storm of doubt and emerged triumphant. Consider Michael Jordan, one of the greatest basketball players of all time, who was cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine being told you're not good enough for something you love, something you're passionate about. That's exactly what happened to Michael Jordan. As a sophomore at Emsley A. Laney High School in Wilmington, North Carolina, Jordan tried out for the varsity basketball team. Despite his raw talent and undeniable drive, he didn't make the cut. He was deemed too short, standing at only 5'11". This rejection could have been the end of his basketball dreams, but instead it ignited a fire within him. He didn't let the rejection define him. Instead, he used it as fuel, playing for the junior varsity team and working relentlessly on his skills. His determination and dedication were so intense that he grew 4 inches in one summer. And by his senior year, he was a standout player, earning a scholarship to the University of North Carolina. At college, Jordan continued to prove his doubters wrong. He became a key player for his team, leading them to win the NCAA championships. His performance caught the eyes of the NBA scouts. And in 1984, he was drafted by the Chicago Bulls. Jordan's professional career was nothing short of spectacular. He led the Bulls to 6 NBA championships, earning 5 MVP awards and 14 All-Star appearances. He was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2009, cementing his status as one of the greatest players in the history of the sport. But it all started with that rejection, that spark of doubt. It was the fuel that drove him to work harder, to push himself further, to never give up. It was the motivation he needed to become the best. Jordan once said, "I've failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I succeed." So remember, it's not the rejection or the failure that defines us, but how we react to it. It's our determination to prove the doubters wrong and to turn our dreams into reality. Then there's Oprah Winfrey, who rose from poverty and abuse to become a media mogul. First, let's take a step back to Kosciuszko, Mississippi, where a young girl named Oprah was born into poverty. She experienced a childhood marked by hardship, including physical and emotional abuse. Yet even in the midst of these struggles, she held on to a dream of a brighter future, one where she could use her voice to make a difference. Oprah's journey to success was not without its doubters. Many thought she was aiming too high, that her dreams were too big for a poor black girl from the Deep South. But Oprah did not let these voices deter her. Instead, she used them as motivation to prove them wrong. As a teenager, she got her start in radio, and this sparked a passion for media that would shape the rest of her life. She worked tirelessly, climbing the ranks of the broadcasting world and eventually landing her own morning show in Chicago. It didn't take long for the world to notice her charisma, her empathy, and her ability to connect with people on a deeply personal level. Before long, the Oprah Winfrey Show was born. Despite the doubters and the naysayers, Oprah's show became a cultural phenomenon, breaking barriers and setting records. But she didn't stop there. Oprah expanded her reach to include magazines, books, and even her own television network. Through it all, Oprah proved that she was more than just a talk show host. She was a force to be reckoned with, a woman who used her platform to promote change and inspire millions. She showed the world that it doesn't matter where you come from, what you've been through, or who doubts you. What matters is your belief in yourself and your resilience to keep going no matter what. Oprah's story is a testament to the power of resilience and self-belief. And who could forget Elon Musk, a man who faced a sea of doubt and criticism as he sought to revolutionize space travel and electric vehicles. Elon Musk, a name now synonymous with innovation, was once an entrepreneur teetering on the brink of financial ruin. Born in South Africa, Musk moved to the United States with a dream to change the world, but the road to success was far from smooth. The year 2008 was a dark one for Musk, as both his companies, SpaceX and Tesla, were on the verge of bankruptcy. The critics were loud, the skeptics were many, and the odds were overwhelmingly against him. SpaceX was struggling to launch a rocket into space after 3 failed attempts. Each failure stoked the flames of doubt and fueled the naysayers. Tesla, too, was in a dire state. The company was bleeding money, and the global financial crisis was making it nearly impossible to find investors. Musk was down to his last pennies, but he was not ready to give up. He was not ready to let the doubters have the last laugh. In the face of widespread skepticism, Musk doubled down. He invested his last remaining funds into SpaceX and Tesla, betting on himself when no one else would. And then, against all odds, SpaceX's 4th launch was a success. The Falcon 1 rocket made it to space, marking a historic moment for commercial space travel. Tesla, too, started to turn around. With the successful launch of their first electric car, the Roadster, Tesla began its journey from near bankruptcy to becoming a leader in the electric vehicle industry. Musk's journey is a testament to the power of persistence. He fought against the tide of doubt, against financial ruin, and against the status quo. He proved that the impossible could be made possible, that dreams, no matter how big or outlandish, could become reality. Musk's story shows us that even the most outlandish dreams can become reality with persistence and belief. Every one of these figures faced doubt, criticism, and even failure, but they didn't let these obstacles define them. They stood tall, even when the world was ready to see them fall. Let's take a moment to reflect on the stories we've just heard. Michael Jordan, a man who was initially rejected from his high school basketball team, ultimately became one of the greatest athletes of all time. He embodied resilience, pushing past the boundaries of his own potential, proving that the path to greatness is often paved with setbacks. Then we have Oprah Winfrey. Born into poverty, she tirelessly worked her way up, shattering the glass ceilings of race and gender. Her self-belief was unwavering, even in the face of adversity. She showed us that our past does not dictate our future and that we are the authors of our own stories. And let's not forget about Elon Musk. He dared to dream big in industries where many thought he would fail. With persistence and an audacious vision, he defied the odds, proving that innovation is not bound by the limitations of what has been done before. Each of these individuals had one thing in common: the courage to defy the odds. They didn't listen to the naysayers who told them their dreams were too big or their goals unattainable. They dared to venture beyond the realm of the familiar, to challenge the status quo, and to rewrite the rules in their own terms. The essence of proving doubters wrong lies not in the triumph, but in the journey. It's about standing up after every fall, about believing in yourself when no one else does, and about persisting even when the road ahead seems insurmountable. These stories are not just about defying doubt, but about embracing it. It's about using it as fuel to push harder, to go further, and to strive for more. It's about turning the impossible into the possible. The journey to proving doubters wrong isn't easy, but the reward is incomparable. It's about the satisfaction of knowing that you didn't let doubt deter you, but rather you used it as a stepping stone towards your success. So, what does this mean for you? You see, the stories of Michael Jordan, Oprah Winfrey, and Elon Musk aren't just tales of celebrities and their success. They are the chronicles of ordinary individuals who found extraordinary power within themselves. The same power that resides within you, right here, right now. Consider their journeys. They weren't born with an innate ability to silence doubters. They developed it. They cultivated it. Through relentless self-belief, unyielding resilience, and unwavering persistence, they turned the tides of doubt into waves of triumph. And guess what? You can too. Your life may not be under the spotlight and the world may not know your name, but that doesn't make your power any less real or any less potent. You have the ability to prove your doubters wrong, just like they did. And it all starts with believing in yourself, even when others don't. Remember, resilience isn't just about standing up after a fall, it's about moving forward, undeterred, knowing that the journey matters as much as the destination. And persistence isn't just about refusing to give up. It's about keeping your eyes on the prize, even when the path is shrouded in uncertainty. Every day, you have the opportunity to harness this power, to embrace it, and to let it fuel your journey. So don't shy away from it. Remember, the power to prove doubters wrong lies within you. Embrace it and let your actions silence the noise of doubt.